Greetings, family. Once again, I have another opportunity to break the bread of life for God's people. I want to speak on a subject. The table is set. The table is set. Most of humanity celebrates the occasion we call Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is a holiday where families come together and we speak what we're thankful for. Have you ever had them times where you ever go to your aunt's grandfather, grandmother, or cousins, or stepfather, stepdads? You would go to somebody's house to celebrate Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is November 28th, where the holiday is done. But we all have a time in our life where we all come together and we all sit and we have a certain fellowship. And we all come together and we all laugh, we all have fun, and we all dine as a family. The table is set. I like the fact that Thanksgiving is the best holiday in my book. The reason why I say it's the best because one is the food. Oh yes, the food. You have turkey, you have greens, you have potato salad, you have bread, you have mac and cheese. You have all types of foods that you can break bread with your family with, and you can all have fellowship together. Cause see, some family you have not seen in a while. Some family you don't really see like that. So when you all come together, it's a big old fellowship. I like the fact. I like it because as I can remember growing up, every November we would always go to somebody's house, or in a once in a blue moon we will have it here. And it's kind of ironic how the day starts. Because, see, the nights before Thanksgiving, right, it was stay up all night preparing, making sure the food is good, making sure it's cooked well, making sure this it's heated up, making sure everything is prepared so when the guests come, we can all fellowship and eat. Yeah, but I like the fact because see, that's the night before. You hear me? Right? That's the preparation. So when we get to the day, come on, somebody. When we get to that certain day, it is a big old fellowship. The fellowship is put together in a certain manner that people around you at the table with you, they are watching you. Let me dissect that because I know there's some lost people that they're looking around like, Kenya, what are you talking about? Let me dissect it for you. November 20th, that's Thanksgiving. So the days before November 20th, that's preparation. You're setting up yourself for the big occasion. See, if you got your third eye open, you be walking with me. November 28th is the big occasion. That's Thanksgiving. The days before is when you're setting yourself up for the big occasion. So when you get to the big occasion, everything's already prepared. So I like the fact. My mother, right? The last time we had Thanksgiving, we had it here. No, last time. 'Cause I didn't. Last time we had Thanksgiving, I stayed here and I meditated by myself. But it was 2 years ago. we went down to Frederick, Maryland, to her sister's house, and it's a certain protocol that they like to follow. The certain protocol is we all come in, they got the tables already laid out. You got to put down a tablecloth, you got to put the napkins, you got the drinks. Then you all have to line up. My God. You have to line up in a line, oldest to youngest, to grab your plate. Watch this. So you're in a line and you're going to grab a plate. So each person, they get their food, they go sit. Get their food, they go sit. Get their food, go sit. Then it gets to the last person. The last person gets the seat at the end. The seat at the end is very important because whoever's at the end, everybody's eyes is going to be on you. But you might say, but Kenyah, why am I going to look at them and I got a big plate of food on? There's a certain analogy I'm using with that, right? So the seat at the end is very important because everybody's going to be looking at you like, oh, he got that. Because you got the higher seat. You know what I'm saying? You got the big seat. The seat that you're all the way at the end of the table and everybody's surrounding you at the table. You know what I'm saying? So, you asked me, Kenyah, like, give it to me. I'll give it to you. It's going to come a day and time, my brothers and my devoted sisters, where we are going to come together. You've been doubted. You've been talked about. You've been used and you've been abused. But you have to understand this. God says in his word, that I prepare a table in the presence of my enemies. You need to catch that. That it's like Thanksgiving. Oh, you're gonna have a table set. God is setting you up before the big occasion. He's setting you up. He's feeding you. He's getting your body right. He's getting your mind right. He's getting your spirit right. He's getting your heart right for the big occasion. Because you remember I told you, for Thanksgiving, right? Most families, I don't know if this is your family, but I know this is from mine. I remember growing up, this is 20 years. This has always happened. There's never been a day, a time that they were prepared on that same day. It's always the nights before, right? So, like I said, it's the 28th. So, take the days before the 20th. That's the preparation for the 28th. Talk to me, somebody. That's the preparation for the 28th. So the days before is very important because God is setting you up to sit at the table in front of thy enemies. But you ask me, but Kenyah, how? What? My family's not my enemies. So why are you using this analogy? Why are you using this? I'm using it because it's a perfect way of explaining this topic. So if your family's not your enemies, put the people that are your enemies at that table with you. The table is going to be set. And in the days before your big occasion, I don't know when your big day is going to be. You need to prophesize when that day is going to have to come. But for me, I know my big day is coming. And I know it's going to be a day But I'm gonna be sitting at the table. I'm gonna be sitting at the table. We're gonna have a big old table, a huge table with a bunch of chairs around it. Oh my, it's gonna be a lot of heads at this table because at the table you need to determine who's at that table. What, who, like what, who in your life? The ones who have disrespected you, the ones who have called you ugly, the ones who have called you fat, the ones who have called you stupid, the ones that have called you out your name, the ones that have called you a nigger, a negro, a porch monkey, the ones that have called you illiterate, the ones who have said you will never be nothing, the ones who have said you have always been a crackhead, the ones that have said you are a drug dealer, you are a gangbanger, you are nothing in life. You're gonna be like your mother, you're gonna be like your father. I'm preaching to somebody because somebody needs to hear it. The table is gonna be set. My brothers and sisters, I'm disappointed in myself, right? Y'all don't understand how hard it is to lay down each night being disappointed in myself. Y'all don't understand. I had so many videos on here, but I let negativity get to me. You know, and I've preached this to you guys before. I preached this to you guys before. I've seen everything you can throw at me. I've had a blade pulled out on me. I had a gun pulled out on me. I've been called a nigger, a negro, a poor smart. I've been called a sugar daddy. I've been told I wouldn't be nothing. I've been told I would not amount to nobody. I've been told I'm gonna be like my father and my mother. I've been told I'm only a gangbanger. I've been told that I'm going to the pits of hell for wearing a rapper. I've been told that the blessings is being held from me because of my guilt in my past. I'm being talked behind my back. I'm being spit on, not physically, because I wish somebody would spit on me, but emotionally, spiritually. I've been talked about for the past years. I've been at the bottom. Why they put everybody above me. But I remember this, my brothers and my devoted sisters. It came a time in life where I had to come at peace with thyself. I had to really put the pieces together. I had to wipe off my table. I had to clean it off. I had to make sure my table is clean. I had to make sure I had some chairs at the table. I had to make sure the guest list was sent out on time. Because the Bible says, thou prepare a table in the presence of my enemies. I like that part so much. Y'all don't understand. Why? Y'all don't understand. Because I've been surrounded by my enemies for the past couple years. Come on, somebody. I've been told, Kenyah, you nothing, just a nigger. Kenyah, you're nothing but a Negro. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not ashamed. Because I'm just telling you how good God has brought me from. Kenyah, you're nothing but a parched monkey. You jagaboo. You're a nobody. You're selfish. You're ugly. Just like your father. All you do is chase little girls. All you do is chase people. All you do is pray over people. You're lonely. You're a nobody. You won't amount to nothing. You will never receive your high school diploma. And I find it funny because why they hate on me? I'm out here preaching the truth. But I know some of y'all might not think this is important. I got step one. I received step one. Come on. I received step one. Cap and gown is in my closet. I was rewarded all of 2017. I conquered my crown. My enemies, they tried to take my crown off my head, but it's nailed spiritually around my head. Trust me, my brothers and my devoted sisters, I'm getting my second crown. Cause see, let me explain something. This is only half of the crown. The other half is coming from West Virginia University. I'm speaking that right now. So when that does happen, I want you. Y'all can dislike, y'all can call it. Oh, I don't really care no more. But I want y'all to come back to this video and be like, Kenyah was right. I'm not like the old me to speak something that won't happen. I'm going to speak it, and it will come to pass. It will happen in my Father's name, Christ Jesus. I want to speak to you. You. I want to speak to you. Not laughing. I'm going to be real with you. I know deep down, I'm going to speak from the heart just to you. I know deep down, you know who I am. You know who I am. You know whose I am. You paid attention to me for the past couple years. You've studied me. You've watched me. You kept your eye on me. If you are honest with thyself, that church woman, church man, I want you to sit back. And if you can fool me all you want through the phone. You can fool me through the phone. But you can't fool my Father. Ask yourself this. Have I doubted Kenyah? Have I called him by his name? Have I talked behind his back? Have I spit on his name? Have I showed a fake